All right, my friend, if you are ready to learn how to share your story, drop the word ready in the comments. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe for more passive income tips. This is by far the most critical right here. It's very easy to get caught up in all of the details of your business, like the fact that, oh, you only work 2 hours a day, you can make $900 in daily pay, right? You get all of this mentorship and all of this support. You can make money in your sleep. Like, all of that is true and great and awesome. But my friends, you need to never forget this. In fact, I want you to put this in the comments. Stories sell and facts tell. Are you going to want to give some facts throughout your journey? Absolutely. You've seen me give facts, but like all the time, but initially you really want to get great at sharing your story. So I'm going to cover some tips with you and also a story sharing formula that's going to help you draft out your story. Okay. So the first tip, and this is the most important, is you've got to be authentic, my friend. I've made the mistake of starting a business and then looking left and looking right, comparing myself to all these different people, feeling like, oh, I need to be more like them, or, oh my gosh, I should dress more like that. No, my friends, people are getting sold stuff every day, all day. They are craving authenticity. So you've got to show up and be your true, authentic self. Promise that you're going to do that. Okay, so here's your formula. It's very simple. Where you were, what you saw, what you did, and where you're going or what's happened. Okay, so I'm going to break that down for you, but that's going to be your story formula. Where you were, what you saw, what you did, and where you're going or what's happened. Especially if you haven't made any money yet, then you're really going to need this, okay? Because I don't want you to think, well, I don't have a story, Jana, and I get that. People tell me that all the time. I don't have a story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my friend, yes, you do. Trust me, you do. So we're going to work on that today. So where you were. Now, this could be, I was working 2 jobs, barely had enough money at the end of the month, exhausted, hadn't taken my family on vacation for years. That might even be where you are now. What did you see? Did you see a TikTok video? Did you see a Facebook post? Right? And I'm going to help you put it all together, so don't worry. And then what did you do? I took action. I got started right away. Where are you going or what's happened? I'm on a mission to quit my job within 6 months to a year. That's my goal. And I know that's going to be possible because my friend Jana's going to help me. Okay, so let me share my story, package it all up for you, kind of wrap it all up, put a little bow on it, all right? So I'm going to share my story, and I want you to hear the formula throughout my story. So back in 2012, I was a widow with 2 children under 6 years old. I had $70 to my name. My kids always heard me say the word no, and I was exhausted. In fact, sleep was my favorite part of the day. My friend Charity gave me a magazine, and I saw story after story after story of everyday average people having success and changing their lives, and I was just blown away. I took my $70, I invested it into my first passive income system, and within 6 weeks, I had earned $1,100. By the end of my first year, I was able to quit my job, and my kids haven't known me to have a boss since. I reached my goal of being able to take my kids to Disney World and pay cash for that trip, and my kids never heard me say no while we were gone. In fact, we also made $800 while we were in Disney. If you haven't made any money yet, then it's going to sound something like this. Okay, I was working 2 jobs. In fact, I'm still working 2 jobs. I barely have enough money at the end of the month. I'm sick and tired of missing out on vacations with my family. And so I saw my friend Jana post a TikTok about how she made $1,700 in her sleep one night, and I was blown away. I got started and I haven't made any money yet, but my goal is to quit my job within 6 months to a year. so that I can come home and have more time with my family and take vacations. Right? So that might be an example of your story. So what you're going to do is you're just going to talk about where you're going, and then you're just going to pair that with a testimonial. Where you were, what you saw, what you did, and where you're going or what's happened depending on where you're at in your journey. Okay? So your homework is to draft your story, and I want you to reply to my email and send it to me, okay? And then I'll help you tweak it if need be. Good luck, my friend. You got this.